The Niyama of tapas. So tapas can be translated as heat or intensity. It can be translated as freedom. It can be translated as glowing and shining and fiery, and the subtle energy that is the juice of transformation, the subtle energy of a seed opening to birth a tree eventually. The subtle energy of going from feeling lonely, the tapas transforms the loneliness into alone. The subtle energy of transforming just sitting here or sitting by yourself into the grace of the present moment. A lot of the time, tapas is referred to as the energy. Remember the fire, the discipline, the dedication, the motivation, the determination to roll out your mat and do your practice, do your rituals. The tapas is known as the energy to allow people to sit in meditation or to choose to eat healthy food, to choose to live a spiritual lifestyle. So it's in that fire of determination that allows us to transform. And tapas can be, it's like walking on a tightrope. We've always got to be on the middle path with any of these practices, because too much tapas, here's an example. You could be sitting in meditation, but your body is uncomfortable and your mind is thinking about how you don't want to be there. So that's when the tapas is too much, overdosing on the tapas. So the middle path is to apply the tapas with the right intention in order for it to be part of your transformation. Traditionally, and even now, when there's been an overdose of tapas, could be when yogis have contorted their bodies, when modern day yogis are doing too much asana and it's creating the body to not build muscle, to become weak, to be atrophied, or to get an eating disorder from fasting, instead of it being the middle path and using the tapas in order for enlightenment. So that's the fine line with tapas and the fine line with any of these spiritual practices. So how can we ground ourselves in just the right amount of tapas? An easy way we can do that is intention. What is our intention for our ritual? What is our intention when we roll out our mat? What is our intention when we sit in meditation? And that can really assist us to live a healthy spiritual life without becoming obsessed with the body, obsessed with transformation. Osho says the only thing that slows transformation is the rush for transformation. So the middle path, intention. And another way we can understand tapas is through, imagine this, right? A piece of charcoal that lasts under tremendous stress. So a piece of charcoal that survives when it's put under tremendous stress, guess what it turns into? It turns into a diamond. So that's the tapas, yeah? And tapas is what Swami Nityananda calls sweet pain. Sweet pain. Every time I go to do a rebirthing breathwork session, there's this pain, like I look forward to it, but yet the discipline, it's painful for me. It's easier to just not face my subconscious and to, you know, sit on the couch and watch something mind numbing seems like an easier path. But that pain, in a sense, of discipline, of committing, of changing, of habit, changing habits, leads to the pleasure, the sweetness, every single time, as long as it's done with intention in the right level, in the middle path. So with tapas, a lot of the time, the teaching of it is there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain in order for sweetness. But we can transcend our consciousness, and as we're moving into more the feminine energy, then such big statements such as you need pain to feel pleasure, you got to go through hell to reach heaven, you need to contract to feel pleasure, that could be an outdated statement. That could be more when we were in the masculine energy. Maybe the tapas now can be bliss to more bliss, and that can be the transformation of our tapas in the new age that we're moving into. So in the Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle says the purpose of yogis having to sit in meditation in caves for 30 years and not talk to anyone or see anyone and renounce from their family, and their Gauris and Tantrics took it so far that they left their family. They would even eat dead bodies and feces and drink charcoal and everything like that in order to show that nothing can affect their consciousness. So that's extreme tapas. We don't have to, in this day and age, go into such extreme processes in order for transformation. And so Eckhart Tolle says in The Power of Now that, I don't know if it's in The Power of Now, but he says, and he wrote The Power of Now, the reason why they went through such extreme practices is to show us we don't need to go through such extreme practices. So the tapas can be bliss to more bliss. We can instantly see, if we're conscious, that when a problem arises within us, that it's a portal, like, oh yes, I'm triggered, great, let me step into it and find the sweetness, like instantly or very soon after, without a long time delay in between. What tapas offers is radiance of the body and the mind. So it's promised that through the right amount of discipline, the right level of tapas, not overdosing on it, the body will shine, the face will shine, your aura will glow, your body will become immortal, you'll become younger, you'll become happier and healthier. So that's guaranteed, that sweetness. But got to get in there, got to wake up in the morning, got to sit in the practice, got to sign in for your class, got to roll out your mat, got to choose the right food and veggies, got to entertain the right thoughts, got to read the right stuff. And that's a little bit fiery at times. Did it again. Yogi Swami Nityananda says the minute we think we are extraordinary because we are on the spiritual path, we are forcing the tapas. So how easy is it for us to sway off path? You know, how easy is it for us to think that now we have some cities, some spiritual power, that we are better than others, or more woke than others, or more extraordinary than others, or more an older soul than others. So easy to create separation, even using the spiritual language and creating the same thing we were creating when we use different language. Like, you know, yeah, my next door neighbor, I'm better than her, you know, whatever it is. So again, the minute we think we're extraordinary, we're off the path. So come back to intention, 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 and hopefully we're grounded in just the right amount of fire So we turn into a diamond. There's Shiva, the destroyer, there's Vishnu, the maintainer, and there's Brahman, the creator. So you can look at tapas in this way as well, that something needs to undergo a death in order for a rebirth. And do I believe in reincarnation? Well, every single thought we think is a reincarnation. So every single moment is an opportunity for us to use the tapas in order to transform ourselves. What is that subtle energy of tapas? You could call it awareness. So when you're feeling lonely, it's so easy to just keep that program playing. I feel lonely, I feel lonely, I feel lonely. I'm bored today, I feel lonely, I feel isolated. This 6-week lockdown is making me feel isolated. And the minute we shine the torch of awareness on that, because sometimes we resist that. Yeah. It's so subtle. I don't know. Maybe the grace of God, maybe it's your karmic time. I don't know. Maybe you've done enough work. Whatever it is, if you can shine the light, shine the torch on that feeling of something missing, that's the tapas that transforms loneliness into alone. Or Eckhart Tolle shined the light on his depression. Instead of fighting it for years and years, he shined the light on it and befriended it. And what arose was enlightenment. So tapas is this fiery juice of transformation. We've got to make sure we have intention. We're doing it like walking on a tightrope. So we're really conscious with the right amount of dose of the fire, of the dedication, of the determination, of the motivation, of the inspiration, intention, shine the light on it, stay committed, and we can all become diamonds. Namaskar.